This is City Racer, 2003 Ubisoft game that everybody remembers. Yeah. City Racer. Look at all these cars and these cities. Man, Leap Motion doesn't really know what to do here. There, I want to do like steering. Ooh, I'm like driving a car. Ooh, look at me. Oh, it's so exciting and so fun. There we go. Wow, I'm hype. I am excited. And then we get this screen. Good. So we just get put to a setting here. Got a save file. And it just has difficulty settings or save slots. It says Prestige 0 beginner either way. But we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sure, why not? Yeah. So what's modify mean? Oh, you can... Oh, so like the default name is the good. How do I... Do I just press A? What? No, how do I get to a keyboard? Like, it lets me delete and it accept, and there's no keyboard. I don't think they finished this feature. Anyway, I'm gonna just go with good. Good. You know, even other settings aren't doing anything. No, oh, that's... What year is it? Come on. Doing it this way? No, we're not doing that. We're just gonna leave it at good. I'm gonna leave it at good. Hey, Riley, welcome. Alright. It's good to hear about that stuff, Megami. Hope that goes well for you. So we got single player, multiplayer, which is inaccessible. Rules. What are the rules? Game modes. Power-ups. And we can roll credits from here. So here's the thing about this game. The thing about this game is that, based off of my research of it, you cannot roll credits through any game completions of any kind. You can only roll credits from the options menu. So that's pretty cool. So this game's kind of a weird one in terms of qualifications for the GameCube challenge. Either way, I expect this to be one stream. Well, what it means is that this game doesn't necessarily have a proper win condition. The closest I can think of would be doing the single player. And then doing a championship and winning a championship. That would be the only thing here that would make any amount of sense. We have a control and a garage. What's our control? So we have different configurations. Okay. So we have an accelerate, which is a right trigger, because of course it is. Brake on the left. You can also steer with the D-pad. Oh, brave. That's a brave option. Change the camera with X. We can hand brake instead of normal brake with the A button. Activate PU. And then there's an external camera and a HUD display on the C stick. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but okay. Rear view with Y. Yeah, this is weird. What a weird thing. Garage. Okay, so we can just... I don't know how much this actually matters. We have locked cars. Genuinely don't know how much this actually matters. I'm gonna venture a guess it's probably cosmetic. And yeah, not many cars. We'll go with this. All right, so this is going to be a one-stream game either way, I'm pretty confident. Even if I did make the qualification for just beating championship, which is the only thing that makes sense here. At least looks like I can pick up kids from soccer practice. That's fair. That's not a bad idea. I don't know where difficulty settings are. Maybe it's when I select championship. Okay, it is beginner, professional, expert, Audi, MG. Whoa, there's a lot of these. Okay, we're gonna go with beginner. So there's Y new championship, which I guess overwrites the progress on the current championship you have selected, I assume. Apparently, the thing is that you can save between every race in the championship, ensuring that you get #1 spot. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing that. So this game's kind of weird. Like I said, I try to these days do research on games because I don't like being entrapped in hell nightmares. Unless I'm ready for that hell nightmare. So I know a little bit about this, but very little. I know the most basics of basics and about the credits thing being weird.
3, 2, 1, go!
So... First things first, audio. It's a bit low. This seems to be a bit more of a quiet game as opposed to Agent Under Fire, which was incredibly ungodly loud. And even then, this still seems too quiet. Just not a loud game. This might end up being one of the more quiet games. It's probably good volume levels now. Let me know if it's a good volume level for you all. So it'll take some getting used to. Seems good? Okay. So it's got like Mario Kart shit in it, as you can see. Hate that demo. Looks like my leap motion is being stupid and I need to move it up. One moment. A lot of experimentation with this thing. There we go. Okay. Hey, Baxter Crook. Wow, that guy's turning way better than me. Looks like there's like damage on the car that you can get. It looked like it was repairing or something. What about Rayman 3? Oh, just like billboards. I'm not even really looking at them. I'm just trying to figure out how this game controls. Yeah, it is an Ubisoft game, so that makes sense. Okay, hitting the back of a car is a really, really bad idea, evidently. Just makes you spin out, basically. I'm also told that this game has extremely ridiculous rubber banding, which can make this game really bullshit. So that's another thing, I guess, to think about. Yeah, I mean, that was the claim from the long player, but he was also really bad at the game. Like, he was, like, playing even worse than me, it seemed. So, take that as you will. Really gotta figure out how to get those turns going. Well, I won. I don't know what any of this stuff does. They didn't explain what any of the things do, and I didn't read the manual. That was really close. I mean, yeah. It almost makes it like it's a threat or something. It's like, yeah, I want to go back to the main menu. Okay, so it shows me there in the ranking. So now, what we do is we go back and we save. Wherever that is. Is it options? Where do we save, actually? Oh, we have, like, options here that I didn't look at. We have, like, video. Center of the screen. That's the only option. Cool. Audio. Oh, wow. We have, like, a lot of audio options. Jesus. That's actually a lot more than I was expecting. And then I guess we have to go all the way back out. Okay, we do, like the literal main menu. How do we... No. How do I get over to that screen? So it says load save. Okay. Oh, gosh. You have to, like... Why did they put it way over to the right when you just press down? Yes, save. Yeah, no, this is pretty bad so far. This is like quite dire. I was expecting it to be. Okay. Let's go to the next one. We're in Rome now. Are you excited? We're in Rome. I'm hype. I'm excited. I'm ready. Well, you know, when in Rome.
3, 2, 1, go!
So, before I just got nudged by one of the cars, I kept moving to the left automatically without doing anything. For a moment, I thought, is my fucking GameCube controller, my pretty brand new of this year purchased GameCube controller, like getting drift or something? And I'm like, no, wait, that's not how this fucking works. Fucking GameCube controllers didn't get drift. They didn't fuck up controllers back then in that way. So the game's just really that buggy. I do not know what any of these items do. Well, some of them I do. They're like stuff on the track to, you know, hit other racers with and stuff. But this, I think, is like maybe a protection field or something. Like there, I just got hit. And I see my car has durability. I found where it is. It's in like the right, up above the KPH. So I am taking damage. Oh, you can flip over. Okay. It didn't reset my my health though. That heals me though. Well, the frame rate sure took a tank there. It won't let me use another item. I guess that was like a boost, and I had to wait till it ran out. So when another item is active, you cannot use another item. Sort of like Mario Kart, kind of. I'm not good at taking these turns with this vehicle that doesn't control very well. So take that as you will. Obviously, when I'm playing a racing game, I can't always look at chat as much as I would like to, but that's just how it goes. Obviously, people understand that. Okay. Well, I got somebody with that. What is that turn? Well, I do take damage every time I hit the walls and stuff, so it's probably not a great thing. Mind you, I kind of got reamed by some other stuff earlier. Items and stuff. That didn't help. You also don't know, like, unlike Mario Kart, you don't have a way to see what else is going on. Like, you can't look at the track or anything, you know? There's no, like, mini-map or anything. They're really close on me. You cannot be serious. Why is that completely demolished Mario Kart style at the very end? I'm literally in last place now because of that. All I did was just slightly touch the car. What? So it just instantly goes to a replay? What? I don't understand. Nice physics. Hey, Bay Dog, welcome in. Hey, Gamma Chris. Yeah, this is a GameCube game. Yeah, hey, Silver. Hey, Silver, welcome. That does not restart race. Well, that just goes right back into the game. That's what? Okay, restart. That's what I want. Yes.
3, 2,
Hey, Mega Man.
1, go!
Anyway, yeah, I'm just restarting that because, screw that. But yeah, those are some nice car physics right there. That worked really well. Just slightly touch the other car, just completely go into a infinite spin mode or something. That's what we all like to see. As far as I saw, by the way, on the internet when I did some very basic research on this game before I decided to play it for today, I'm probably going to have the highest quality footage of City Racer on YouTube when I upload it. So that's something to be proud of. City Racer's going to look better than ever. Even on this very Twitch stream, you're getting high quality. I could be playing Double Dash instead, that's true. But we're not here to play good video games all the time. We've already been doing a lot of that lately. So every now and then we have to get grounded. We have to get grounded and play something that's just complete fucking utter shit. Well, at least I recovered from that. Gonna take you back to the past. To play the games that... something ass. This track seems to be a lot more susceptible to physics mishaps. So is this music like really good, chat? Are you like jamming out to this? Is this your thing?
Looking for trouble?
Amy, welcome. I do wonder if it'll let me change cars during the championship. I like how the frame rate just drops a shitload whenever there's too many cars on screen or a collision happens. I still haven't found out what happens when your car just runs out of durability and whatever. Like what the consequences are of that. Maybe we'll find out. At least I know what the bomb does now. The bomb's a good one if you know they're literally right on your ass. Like here would be a good time to use the bomb. So we're learning. That said, the guarantee of getting a bomb is so far been pretty low, but you know. I think we lost. What the fuck? Did he just throw the race so that I would lose? Why did he do that? He just spun out, like, right in front of me. And now this other guy caught up. Hey, Satin. Yeah, the rubber banding in this is indeed pretty fucking nuts. Anyway, looks like we lost. It's not like we need to get first in every race. It just makes it easier if we get most of them in first. Because it's a championship for obvious reasons, you know. It's how it works. It seems really anyone's game. This is constant back and forth. It's kind of just bullshit. Oh, we got it. Really does just feel like really shitty Mario Kart. Got your modded version of Double Dash. That's cool. That's cool. I like how I just keep inching along in this, like, thing. Like, why do I just keep moving ever so slightly? Losing to a new Beatles insult to injury, yeah. Alright, back to menu, yep. Yeah, there aren't a lot of shaders in this game, it's true. It's very true. Alright, so now we go back and save. Just go through multiple menus to do this. Anyway, this game's pretty shithouse. I hope you're enjoying it, everybody. Hey, Soryuhime, welcome. Didn't have anything else to do. That's good. So I guess I am stuck with this vehicle. Didn't let me select anything else from what I saw. Hey, Dan. Welcome. No, this game's just inherently made wrong, so you'll see what I mean as I continue to play. Also, I figured out that the only brake worth a damn is the one on the left trigger, not the other one. The other one's actually just fucking useless. So either you just stop accelerating every now and then and make a turn, or you do the brake. I'm still not sure which is better. Anyway, this game doesn't have shaders. It doesn't know what those are. Oh, that's good. We're off to a great start. At least it's early in the race, so I might be able to rubber band and catch up. That seems to be the way this game goes. Again, not too unlike Mario Kart. See? It kind of almost feels like it's a little bit of a dice roll if you're gonna win. Like, skill doesn't seem to play a giant factor. I don't know what this does. It's like tire item. Better steering, I guess? Yeah, it's just better steering. Okay, so we know what that does now. That's a weird item. It's like, hey, do you want an item that makes the game play better? Maybe. Maybe perhaps I do. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, nice controls game. So apparently this just makes it so, oh, my controls are reversed. So when you see these stars over my head, this reverses my controls. That's cool. Anyway, this is a cool game. Made by cool people. The rubber banding is so ridiculous in this, though, that, like, in a lot of ways, even though I'm getting my ass completely handed to me in this race, it doesn't seem to actually matter because I'm already almost caught up. I just have to win the last second, and then I'm good. What the fuck did I hit? Whatever. There's like shitloads of items on the track now. I don't know why there's so many compared to last time. Okay, that was a waste. Okay, we mega lost. Oh no, we're still going. Why did I stop accelerating? I've been holding the right trigger down the whole time. For some reason, I like slowed down as soon as I went through that. What it? Get out of my way, dude. Is he like it legitimately feels like they're trying to make me lose. Like they're working as a team to try and make me lose. I think all these games are by Ubisoft. Because it is an Ubisoft title. Anyway, I didn't win. Close, though. New car available. So, like, what? Can I switch or not? I didn't see an option. Wasn't there a thing to do it? Or, like, once the race is committed, you can't restart it? Is that how that works? Activision? Okay. Yeah, no, the speedometer insists that I'm going over 200 kph. It's definitely perceivable. Okay. Well, I guess, back here. I think it's made me better. It's made me stronger. I guess by technicality, this is a licensed game because they had to license the cars. Anyway, so now we do this again. So just save scum, and that way we ensure that we can win the championship. So now we try this again and see if we can win. I guess, well, keep in mind how that restart mechanic works. So if we know that it's not necessarily looking good, we might be able to just restart before we end. The thing is it's kind of hard to know when the race ends. It's kind of hard to know when it ends. They don't have like a really strong visual indicator. I think there's that yellow line. So I guess it's that yellow line is like when you do a lap. Okay, so I'll have to keep that in mind. That's the only indicator. It's not like a super strong one, but it's there, I guess. Man, I am just getting itchy today, and I hate it when this happens when I'm trying to focus. It's like my body's trying to make me lose or something. God damn it. Can my fucking head just stop itching? That'd be pretty awesome, actually. It might even be based. What is this death skull thing that I got as an item? What on earth is that? Well, I guess I hit somebody with it. It's just something you put on the track. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe that's what it is, Chris. It also occurred to me, chat, that this is slightly off crop. So now I have to fix it like the responsible streamer I am after 35 minutes of playing this game, so bear with me. Okay, so none of these are the correct crop. So this game is using its own crop. Got it. This game's special and needs its own unique setting. Wait, no, it isn't. Nope, that one works. Okay. Well, actually, it is slightly special because this one. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This one is slightly special. Will it let me? You know, OBS sometimes just doesn't want to like do things. There we go. Okay. There we go. I knew you could do it. Like, you're not missing much here in terms of visual information, but there's a little bit. Okay. Why isn't there like a feature to just have things snapped where you want them to go? I don't know why OBS has like no snapping features. It drives me fucking crazy, chat. Anyway, there we go. Now you see everything in Old School. You were slightly missing a little bit of information on the screen. It was not much, but it was there. So now it looks normal for you. I like how there's a character I'm racing against named Mordred. Like it's fucking historical figures that I'm racing against. Or even fictional. Like Mordred from Fate Grand Order. Hey, alt. Yeah, this game's certainly something. This turn is like the fucking worst. What does this do? This is like just a turbo like the other one, or is it like better steering and better? I think it's both. I think it's like better steering and turbo at the same time. Nice rubber banding as per usual. Really does just feel like it's anyone's race at any time. Fuck. Hit the thing. I clearly couldn't get out of the way of it. Oh, okay, so the Caltrops makes it so you keep steering to the left. That's what the Caltrops do. That's a feature in the game, not a bug. It's a feature. You can't be fucking serious. Man, this game fucking sucks.
New car available.
Literally rubber banded at the last second. Man. The problem is that if I let, particularly these early races, if I lose too many or get too low of a rank, then it's gonna just make me lose the championship anyway. So it seems like save scumming's probably the right answer here. But it really does just seem like I'm rolling a dice every time, whether I win or not. It doesn't really actually seem to be that skill-based overall. It really just seems to be, yeah, I win or I lose, and it doesn't really factor in a whole lot of what I do. What a game. What a game. Well, I'm glad you guys are excited. I'm glad you're having a good time. Despite being a racing game, I think this might end up being on some weird list of quietest GameCube game. Like, it might end up getting some kind of an award.
2, 1, go!
I wonder how kick-ass the multiplayer is in this.
Looking for trouble?
That's cool. Oh, now I'm steering to the right. I don't even know what I hit, but I guess I hit Caltrops or something, so it keeps steering me to the right.
Trying already? Successful hit.
Yes, it does. This game is very slow. I have been revving the accelerator the entire time, except when I have to brake. So that might explain the dead stops then. It's just some item. It really does seem like it's because of the size of the car. I don't know if cars have their own individual hitboxes or not, but it seems like the size of the car is a detriment and makes it easier for you to get hit by stuff on the track because it's impossible to avoid it. See, unlike Mario Kart, where you can actually, like, avoid stuff most of the time, this is kind of like, you can only do specific things to get through this race. Too much damage, race lost. So that's what happens there, okay. So you just straight up, if your car explodes or you just lose all your durability, you just instantly lose. That's interesting. Okay, so this is going well. I don't think this game is particularly forgiving. That's an interesting review, though. Thank you for sharing. Drunk driving Mario Kart. Not wrong. Oh, wait. No, there is a garage. So you can go in here. The menus are just so bad. Okay. I'm going to try the Volkswagen because it might theoretically be smaller or just easier to turn with, because turning seems to be the only thing that matters in this game. How well can you handle? Like, speed doesn't matter in this. It's just how good is the handling. So I'm gonna try this Beetle and see if I have better luck. You don't think this game's particularly good? Well, I mean, I can't fault you for that opinion. Yeah, I have a feeling this car controls vastly better than the previous one. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Reminder, this reverses my controls, making it almost impossible to play the game when I get hit by this. Okay. Wow, they just wait for you. You guys see that? The license plate lies? Yeah, it's true. I think I took a lot of damage there. Can I please stop? I'm not even accelerating. Will this ever end? Thanks. Well, I don't have a lot of health now, so it seems like I'm just at threat of just losing the race instantly by blowing up. Interesting. I can't even complete the race now. It does say new car available, though. I'm sure that's very useful. I don't know, like, this car seems to handle better, but I don't know if it has, like, worse durability or... The other one died anyway, so I don't think so. Hey, thanks for the clip. I'm probably defaulted to the other car, right? Yeah, because it's saved. Okay. Used to call them Hunchback, I see. Down, 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 down.
3, 2, 1, go!
In a lot of ways, it almost feels like outside of like toward the last lap in the last stretch, the items don't really seem to matter, and in theory could actually be detrimental because they don't necessarily land on everything you hit, like you leave on the track, right? So you're just setting yourself up for getting hit by stuff. It's kind of the impression I get. So, like, maybe just using items is just a waste of time and actually makes it harder to win the race. Like, for example, right, this bomb thing. I could just save this bomb thing for the rest of the race, theoretically. And toward the last stretch, if someone wants to try and creep up on me, and if I'm within their range and notice that they're doing it, I could just use the bomb and then just win. And that's probably the best insurance I have to win this race. That would, or any race, probably. That'd be my guess as to how you would reliably win here. Because, see, I'm not using any items right now. I'm just holding on to the bomb. And it doesn't... That just slowed me down, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like, you guys saw that, right? That was just there to slow me down, and it was across the entire track. Like, there was nothing I could do there but slow down. So, like, the game basically punished me for playing well. Very strange game here. Okay, so there isn't a mini-map, but I did just notice that where the laps are, it does tell you the position of the cars. Relative to you, I guess. It's a very jank way of doing it, but it is there. Also, my car is almost destroyed again. I think this car does just have worse durability. And also hit that thing again because it just keeps showing up. Anyway, I don't think that there's any way to actually reliably win in this game. It just legitimately does just seem to be a bit of a dice roll at the end of it. Because unlike Mario Kart, there are ways to reliably win your races. At least in any of the good ones I've played. This car does steer better, but I think it does have worse durability for sure. Okay, so I didn't get first again. I got second. I'll take it, considering how fucking ridiculous this was. It might just get worse from here on, but whatever. I'll take it. Okay, how do I get back? Just game. Menu. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Yeah, I know. I was mentioning Need for Speed earlier. It was funny. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem like there's really much you can do. Montreal's floor pedal. Exciting. I guess I'll save. Because I'm probably not going to get a better result than that for that race. But obviously this does mean that I have to do better in other races. Which is either a good thing or a bad thing. Because I don't know. Maybe the other tracks are better. Maybe the other tracks are less stupid. Anyway. Okay. I'm trying to understand how these positions work. I know I'm in the lead. Okay, okay, I see. I kind of see how they're doing it. That's kind of annoying, the layout of it, but they should just do it by descending order. Whatever. Are they? Well, what were the other numbers next to it? But either way, I'm in the lead. But they had like a 1, 2, 3. Was that just the placements for one of the races? Was that what that meant? Just the placements for a race?
3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome in. Hello, hello. Ah!
Let's roll.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, this game, if anything, is certainly unique. Oh no, this game's absolutely abysmal. This is one of the worst racing games I've played. I can say that even like a little less than an hour into it. It's not even just the steering being awful. It's that none of what you do in a race matters. You can never get ahead because it's rubber banding to the absolute extreme, both to your advantage and disadvantage. And stuff like this can just happen. Just at random, you can just get like hit from the side or whatever. You just go the opposite direction or just continually spin forever until your car blows up. But yeah, it's basically a dice roll if you win in this game. There's really nothing you can do. See, now I'm back in first after all that. This seems to be a longer track than the other one. That's not good. I like that this is the lowest difficulty, by the way. Wouldn't this game just be impossible on higher difficulty? Or just even more RNG if you actually win? I'm actually almost honestly getting a pretty decent indication that the steering in this game is so terrible that I don't think the analog sensitivity makes a meaningful difference. Like, if I switch to the Retro Fighters controller, I probably wouldn't even notice a difference. Anyway, the turbo is awesome in this. Seems like it's actually just like a detriment most of the time. It doesn't actually help you.
Successful hit. Loser.
I wonder if this will be enough time to get me to the end. Probably not. I also could just still blow up. This is such a long track, so I don't know if getting first is gonna happen on the first try. Yeah, see, he's already rubber banding. I mean, if it's a different player that's doing it, I can maintain my place sort of that way, right? But, a little less reliable.
Handle this. Are you crying?
Well, there goes my race. Probably. Too close to the end, I bet. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing I could have done there. I had no control over whatever happened there. Yeah, that's the end.
3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, we're just doing that restart, save ourselves some time. Yeah, this game's weird because, this game's weird because nothing you do matters. Like, technically, there's a game being played on screen, but you don't have control over the outcome. There's not, like, a way to race better or play the game better that actually makes a meaningful difference. Also, this is making my finger, my two fingers that I've been alternating between for holding down the right trigger this entire time, real exhausted. The bane of the GameCube controller, I suppose. Maybe I should have tried an alternate control scheme. They did have one of those. Like, they did offer other ones. Maybe, like, A for accelerate would be an option. I should try that and see. Maybe just change the controls up or something. So that way I'm not in, having a very tired finger the entire time I'm playing this. Because I have to keep holding down this extremely resistant right trigger button.
Watch and learn.
So how's your day, chat? How's it been? I haven't really done anything today other than play this and set up stream.
Enjoy the backseat.
Do. I love that this music has, like, such a short loop. Your brain's fried, I see. Well, good luck with that.
Check this.
This music is so awesome. It's so epic. My only guess as to why the durability system might exist in this game is because it gives you repair items every now and then.
Crying already?
And what I'm thinking is that the reason why the durability is here is so that they tried to prevent players from doing exactly what I'm doing right now, which is holding on to one good item until the last stretch.
Got this. Crying already? Got this. Watch and learn.
I don't know if that was the right time to use that or not. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was the right time to use it. This track is so goddamn long. No, that didn't make a difference. That was the bad time to use it. So now I'm actually really just genuinely fucking up and leaving this to luck. Oh, God. Okay, I did it.
Here's the winner.
Placed first. So I figured out what that other thing is. That, like, weird looking item that I couldn't figure out what it was. That's like a laser item. So, like, when those like, red lasers show up on the track and they're just completely unavoidable because they go across the entire track, that's an item. Which is a wild thing to have in your video game, where it's just basically guaranteed that you're going to just slow to a crawl at random intervals in the track. Wild stuff. Anyway, I'm going to save again. Well, that's cool about the cat stuff. Happy for you. Yeah, it cuts your ignition, I guess, would be one way of looking at it. Is it just slows you down a bunch for like a moment. And it's just abysmal. It's a terrible, terrible idea. Because again, you can't avoid it. It's unavoidable. If it's on the track, you're going to get hit by it. So apparently there's a new car. This Audi. We should try the Audi, chat. Let's try it. So London is next. I don't remember offhand how many tracks there are in this. I don't think there's a ton. I'm actually going to confirm this on YouTube before I proceed forward. Because, I would like to know. Let me see. Right, so we have... We're on London. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Assuming this is all the same thing. Maybe it's not, though. We'll see. Right. Onwards. Anyway, this game's pretty bad. I don't think I've played a racing game worse than this. I'm sure they exist, but they probably, you have to search pretty hard to find one that's worse. Maybe like some kart racer that like Garfield kart. I bet Garfield kart's better than this. So this might have good handling for its size, at least. I love how this reverses your controls. This game is complete dog shit. That sun is, that's a choice. I think this car is just a straight upgrade from the previous two. I did not turn on Firebot. Fuck. Not that anyone used the redeems till now. Anyway.
Faster!
There you go. Alright. And back to this. So the only way to avoid is when you have a shield. Those like laser things, that's the only way to not get hit. Is either you get lucky or you have the shield, which is also a form of being lucky. Everything in this game is a dice roll, which is kind of why this is a one-stream game, if you catch my drift. See, the nice thing about the GameCube challenge, chat, and the way that I have structured it, is I have the option available to me to roll credits when the option is available to me on a game. You understand? And then for the games where they're sadistic and sick and twisted, where I don't have that option, then I am trapped and I must defeat it. Like WWE Day of Reckoning. WWE Day of Reckoning doesn't have any way for you to roll credits from the options. The only way to roll credits in WWE Day of Reckoning is to go through the whole story career mode thing, which seems to be fucking impossible. So, you know, that's kind of the structure here. Is sometimes I get an easier way to bail out from something, and then other times I have to suffer, and there's no way out other than just doing exactly what the game wants me to do. My car's going to blow up. Well, at least I got some repair. Wow. That was literally at the end of the race. So I lost my placement because that happened in the literal last second of the race. That's pretty awesome. Hi, Dubious. Welcome to the Circle of Hell. Oh, this is the worst racing game I've played. Who knows, though? There might be another game somehow worse than this, but I think that'd be pretty difficult.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, the only thing that I think would be, like,
Just wait and see.
a comparable game in terms of its quality would be, like, Monster 4x4, Masters of Metal. But the problem with that is it's not a racing game, really. Like, it has, like, a couple... It has, like, one mode that is, like, a racing mode. Sort of. But you're mainly not doing that in that game. Whereas this is all racing all the time.
Crying already?
I do wonder overall how obvious it is to people watching how bad this game is. I think most people are comprehending it well enough. I think most understand.
Successful hit.
I really should try and see if the controls can be changed. Because this right trigger stuff is, killing me. I know there are other control configurations, but I don't know if they're better. I should look at them.
Successful hit.
Well, my car's gonna blow up. Unless I get some repair. Because reminder, chat, if your car blows up, you instantly lose the race. Oh, I just slightly touched another car, so I blew up and lost the race. Anyway, this game is interesting. So now because that has been permanently logged into the championship, I have to reload my save. Otherwise, I lose a shitload of rank. Yeah, no, like I've been trying to brake and stuff, and these cars just don't steer right at all. I have to really, really slow down, and then because I slow down, all the other cars catch up to me immediately. Oh, there's a configuration with rumble. Oh, that should be fun. Okay, so they have one that is A for accelerate. That is a lot better for my hands. And then the brake, I see. So what was the other one? Okay. Okay, yeah, no, this is much better. This is like more like Mario Kart controls. This is like the same control scheme. Okay. So this will at least make this part of the game better, but not the rest of it. In fact, I need to save that because I'm probably going to lose this race again. So I should save that so it... Oh, and probably save the Audi. Hold on, because I didn't save the Audi either. Gotta go in. Do that. And that way I don't have to reselect this every time I reload. Yeah, walk in the park. Yeah, this is a walk in the park, this race. It's always impressive, though, that the AI manages to make the corners consistently. Not me, though. Not me.
Three, two,
Why did it put me in this stupid spot? Like, why would I be placed there? Really? Okay. Anyway, now I have to get used to the new controls, which shouldn't be that hard since they're basically double dash controls mostly. AKA a better control scheme that makes any amount of sense. Just have to... Yeah, like the L trigger now is like the rear view mirror thing. Like reverse like that, so that's why I keep hitting it. Because I was like, oh, I gotta brake.
crying already?
Okay, so X is for the items now. I wonder if first-person mode would be at all easier. If anything, it might make the game run better. I love when the sun's just in my eyes and makes everything harder to see. And just way too bright. This is like... Yeah, okay. First-person mode's actually bad. Never mind. First-person mode's bad. We don't use first-person mode. Understood. Too much damage. Race lost. Instant failure. I like how they couldn't even, like, bother to make any destructible stuff. You know, like, the car doesn't actually have any visibly, like, any amount of damage on it. You know what game figured that out years ago before this came out? Viper Racing. Viper Racing was fucking ultimate. I need to replay that at some point. I used to play that game all the time. I still have my copy of it on PC. I think it was only a PC game. Viper Racing fucking kicks ass. It actually has a modding scene, apparently, and a little bit of, like, multiplayer stuff. I doubt many people are playing, of course, but I was a little surprised to hear that people cared enough about Viper Racer to actually, like, make it work on modern systems well. Yeah, this game's real shit. It's, like, astoundingly shit. I knew it was going to be bad, though, which is why I chose it for today, because we all need to be reminded that bad video games exist. Just in case you forgot, because I've been playing a little too many good ones lately. What's really funny about this game is that it would be a lot better if this was just the normal steering. Like, I didn't need a power-up to steer that way. Like, if that was just the default, then this would be a better video game. Just, it's fascinating to me they made everything worse on purpose, it seems, so that the items did stuff. This music's so amazing. I'm gonna remember all the music in this game. What is that beeping? Oh, that's the effects of whatever happened to me with an item. I think the caltrops. Didn't even notice I hit them. Oh, we got hit by this somehow. Oh, that's great. Wow, this game is just awful. So for those who might be coming in, whenever I have those stars above my car, that means that my controls are reversed. Just in case you were wondering. That's like just an item in the game. Somehow I took too much damage and lost, even though I don't think my health was that low. This game seems kind of impossible. I'm actually really glad that this game just has a manual credits roll, because this doesn't seem playable. Anyway, let's try again. Like, this might be one of the least playable games I've come across for the challenge so far. Like, for as deranged and sicko mode as WWE Day of Reckoning is, at least that functions as a video game. Like, at least there's a way to get better at that game and, like, customize your stats so certain things are more doable. Like, as much as that game made me feel hopeless, at least there are ways to do anything with that. Whereas this just seems to come down to sheer luck and nothing else.
3, 2,
Just it's crazy.
go!
Like, for all the time, like, you know how, like, you were playing, maybe some of you were playing, like, Mario Kart, one of the Mario Kart games when you were younger, and you're playing with a family member, maybe, or something, right? And then, you know, maybe yourself at the time, or your family member was like, that's cheating, or that's, you know, not fair. You cheated, or whatever, right? And, like, that's impossible. Like, I can't win if you do that thing, or use that thing, or whatever, right? That's literally what city racing is. City racing is, like, actually that, but a real game. Where it's, like, basically there's no skill, nothing matters. You're just here to roll some dice, and there's a video game that's surrounding it. Like, we're pretending that there's a game that you're playing here, but actually not really. Yeah, this is quite dire. I am quite impressed by this. Like, I wanted a shit video game, and I certainly found it. It didn't even take that much effort. I just came right across it. Hey, Asha. Welcome in.
Great style!
Great style.
Crying already?
I mean, I'm not crying necessarily, game. I'm more so just floored at the quality that you are giving me here. I am astounded by what you are, video game. How do I reverse?
Just wait and see.
Okay, I guess that does it. All right. And how are you on this fine day? Because I'm playing City Racing on the Nintendo GameCube. It's super cool that they just have an item on the track that can show up at any time, and you just take damage and also slow down completely, and there's nothing you can do to stop it unless you get one specific item. That is such an impressive feat. To come up with such a brilliant scheme, a brilliant concept of an item in your not kart racer, but actually a kart racer. You know, if there was an action replay code, to just make it so you had the good steering on all the time, this would be a more playable video game by a pretty large margin. If that was just always enabled. Oh, that was an oil slick. I didn't actually know what that was. I couldn't really see what it was doing there. Oh, there comes rubber banding at the last stretch of the track. Classic. Anyway, because I didn't get like a boost item of any kind or a way to get rid of that guy, he's won now. I had no control over the race again. They just rubber banded at the last second, and two guys got ahead of me. Anyway, so that's how this video game goes. Hey, Kurisu, welcome. This is not Blur. This is City Racing, or City Racer to be precise. Thanks for the follow. I'm doing pretty okay today. I was really sick for like a week and a half, but I think I'm mostly recovered now. So now as a reward, I am playing City Racer on the GameCube. I don't think Burnout 3 is on the GameCube. I think the GameCube only gets 1 and 2. If someone were to play a PS4 challenge, then they would die of old age before they finished it. Same thing for the PS2 or the PS1, because both of them have infinite game.
Just wait and see.
Oh, I know, you're just joking. I'm sure Blur is a much better video game than this.
Warp speed, engage.
No, I agree, Silver. The reason they stopped doing that, though, is because they decided to pursue extremely high fidelity graphics, and then because modern computers are not capable of running those high fidelity graphics like 95% of the time, they have then decided to make those high fidelity graphics be extremely blurry and have ghosting constantly all the time on the screen. So basically their pursuit of better visuals ended up kind of just being pointless, and thus we have no destructible environments anymore. I was talking with a friend the other day about how I would have much preferred that people put the time and money into figuring out other problems with 3D graphics that are far more, like, worse. Like, since time immemorial, we just don't have good collision systems for 3D graphics, so, like, anytime you're, you know, you just got stuff clipping into each other all the time, right? Like, the classic would be hair, right? Like, long hair on a character. We haven't figured that out. We have not figured out how to get long hair on characters to not just clip through all clothing ever. I think that would be a much better use of time and money figuring that shit out than it would be other stuff like ray tracing. And the thing is, I know that a lot of people are new to my stream, so I must stress this. I am not the kind of person that's like, old equals good, new equals bad. I play quite a few modern games. I just don't typically do it a lot on stream. There are quite a good number of modern video games that I enjoy. But, I have definitely noticed that there are some unique issues. Some serious problems that, need to be addressed. Well, that's cool to have happen on the last lap. It's early enough into the lap, though, I don't think it'll matter. I mean, we already got hair tracing. It was called NVIDIA Hairworks. It lasted for, like, all of, like, 2 or 3 games, and then they ditched it. Witcher 3 has it. One of the Lara Croft games has it. Anyway, my car's gonna blow up. Well, I got a little bit of the health back. That's something. Anyway, I hope you like seeing this track, because so far I'm not seeing any signs of me actually winning this. I'd be somewhat willing to take like a second place on this one, but I'm gonna be real upfront with you, chat. This is gonna be a one-stream game no matter what. Because this game is not... Okay, we got first place, that's good. We got lucky. Either way, it's gonna be a one-stream game. Because doing the full championship does not seem to be particularly worth the effort or time. And the roll credits is literally the only way to do it is from the options, so. Same rules that we've always gone by. It was the same thing with, what's it called? Hot Wheels game. The Hot Wheels game. That's how we did Hot Wheels as well. We got to the very end, but it just kind of proved to be basically borderline impossible. So I'm like, this game's got a weird progression system as it is. So I was like, you know, you can't roll the credits naturally anyway. So what does it matter? It's the same with this game. We're still going to keep playing it though, but there's going to be a point where I'm going to just cut it off. Because this game is downright rancid. And we already have games in the challenge where I don't have that bailout option like WWE Day of Reckoning. Where that's looking to be like a fucking 100-hour video game. Right, so you have Rome again, but at night. No Ants Extreme Racing. Didn't know that was an actual game if it is real and you didn't just make it up. But yeah, I think probably one of the last games, at least that did anything meaningful with it, was Red Faction Guerrilla, right? For like destructible environments. That was like a 7th gen game. That got like a remaster. I've beaten that on PC. It's real, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure that's a better game. I also would hazard a guess that Garfield Kart 1 or 2 are probably better games than this. I'm reasonably confident in this assessment. Yeah, I know it's not on the GameCube. I would have seen it. I would have noticed it. It is near the top of the list after all. Right, so this is basically, to my understanding, the same Rome track as last time, just at night, which is fine. Not everything needs to be... Racing games reusing their tracks or changing slight things about it is not, like, something I hold against them. Just a little bit of extra variety. It's everything else that I hold against with this game, just the rest of it. I know that like some of the Battlefield games had destructible environmental stuff, but I don't know if that had any meaningful gameplay impact. I barely touched the Battlefield games, even when they were supposedly good. My problem with the Battlefield games is just that like it always just, whenever I tried playing them, it just evolved into non-stop camping. Just like I would spawn, and then somebody with a helicopter or a tank would just shoot me as soon as I spawned. And that was the Battlefield experience for like the 2 different Battlefield games I tried playing. Ultimately, though, like I really just, for the most part, fell off of competitive games forever. I used to play a ton of them during Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike Source, and Unreal Tournament 2004. I played a lot of competitive stuff with those games, right? And then after that, I just completely lost interest and burned out permanently. And that was, probably I'd say the burnout happened about at around 2010, 2009. And I've never really gotten it back ever since or cared. Which is probably normal for a lot of people. That's probably a lot of people. I like how I just spun out there unprompted. I just slightly hit, like, the wall, and then it just decided I was gonna spin like that. I like how this game sometimes tries to have music and just doesn't know what it's doing.
Are you crying?
I am so close to dying. This car is gonna blow up. Okay, we got a little bit of health. That's good. Still have a whole fucking lap ahead of us, though.
Now we're talking.
Very bizarre. This game does not have any kind of a mini map. Doesn't like almost every racing game have a mini map? At least the ones I've played have. I think even Gran Turismo has one. Like when I remember years ago when I played Gran Turismo 2 and actually owned it. I remember that like having something like that, right? Like a mini map that shows you where what's going on in the race and stuff and where you are and kind of the idea of the track and all that good stuff. This game doesn't even like show you a map at the start when you like select the track or whatever. Like it doesn't even show you that. In a way, you could almost view it as like a GPS or something. Pretty normal stuff to have in a game like this. Anyway, looks like the AI is going to catch up and pass me. So they just won because they rubber banded. Anyway, that's this game in a nutshell. I clearly had a lead and then I didn't. I'm probably good with leaving the second place there and moving on. I'm getting more firsts than I am seconds, so it's probably okay. Not that I expect to finish a championship because it seems to be ungodly long. Yeah, like I still have a pretty large lead. So it doesn't seem to be much of a concern right now. Yeah, it just has a weird progress bar that's hard to read and understand. Especially when the cars are all clustered up together like they are 90% of the time. Are any more cars? Yeah, there's this one now. All right, let's try this one out. We'll just keep trying the new cars as they come in. Meow, 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 meow. And we're in Russia again. Now, those closed captions really just getting a lot of stuff wrong today, huh?
2, 1, go!
I think this car just might be worse. Maybe it just has more durability and that's the only difference.
Just wait and see.
It seems like this one might just steer worse, but they all steer terribly. It's hard to get a gauge on it. They're all just kind of bad. I wonder if there's like a good car you can unlock that's like a supercar that actually makes the game like at all handle anywhere close to like what it should be. That'd be pretty interesting.
Just wait and see.
What hit me? Did I get hit by my own item? It seems I got hit as soon as I dropped the item. Is the game that broken? Do I even need to ask that question? It's very possible I did get hit by my own item, and that's exactly what it was. The item that I literally just put on the ground. Does the skull item just hit you? Well, it felt like it did in that particular case. Let's find out again, at least if I'm going at a higher speed. Let's find out. See if it does it again. No, didn't do anything that time. Maybe it was more that I hit a car directly behind me, and then that car was doing a weird spinning out thing, and then it hit me from the back. That might have been what it was. Really seems like I'm not getting a lot of my car durability back. I think this is a more durable vehicle, though. But, like, recovering it again is difficult. I probably should have saved that item. I wasn't thinking. I really should have saved that. God damn it. Did you guys see that? The game was trying to rubber band.
New bet available.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great way to end the race. Just wipe out. What a good game. Yeah, that game really just... The game seems programmed to just fuck you over at the very last second of every one of these races. Anyway, it tried and it failed. But I actually got that first try, which is rare. I doubt people have in-depth knowledge of the racing games on the GameCube. But what do you guys think, right? Do you think that this is going to be the worst racing game on this platform? Or do you think that do you think there's going to be something else lurking in the darkness? Because I don't think there's probably more than, like, 20... And I think I'm being generous. Like, at most 20 racing games. And I don't think the list gets that high. It's probably more like 15 or something like that. Because you got, like, a good batch of Need for Speed games. And then you have, like, a few kart racers. And I'm going to be real with you, chat. I'm going to tell you right now, Kokoto Kart Racer is a better game than this. I already did that for the challenge. That's a better game. I'm not lying to you. Hey, Surface Tenshi, welcome. So did I get another car? No. Okay. No. There are no RPG elements in this. Although I could see you getting slightly confused of this being a PS1 racer because the fidelity of it is pretty bad, but it isn't PS1 bad. This is, like, I think another, like, PS 1.5 game. I think that's where this sits. It's another one of these types of games that we just literally just played a PS 1.5 game. Agent Under Fire. But, yeah. Yeah, I still have a pretty hefty lead. I have, like, more than twice the amount of points. So we're doing pretty well there. Racing Lagoon. I've heard good things about that game. I might have seen it a little bit, maybe. I'm really itchy today. This is annoying. My face keeps itching in random spots, and my head. It's kind of annoying.
One, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
Time to ride.
Handle this.
What an exciting time this is. The GameCube challenge. I love getting hit by that thing. That's my favorite item in the game, maybe. Well, maybe no. My favorite item might be the one that reverses the controls. That might be my favorite, actually.
Enjoy the back.
I knew that turbo was going to do that. I just had a feeling that the turbo was going to screw me over there. At least I recovered, but I took a shitload of car damage, so probably not good to take that much damage at the beginning of the race. So I'm probably going to just have my car blow up. And by say blow up, I mean just to come to immediate stop and the game instantly fail me. Because that's the kind of game this is. The game can't even bother with destructibility on the vehicles. Yeah, I just turned into a ghost car. Like, my spirit leaves. The spirit of car is just gone. Okay, it's giving me this turbo again, which it just seems this turbo's just plain bad for this track, and in most cases it's just bad because it just does this to you. All that happens is you just keep spinning out. So this seems to just be the item where it's like you lose type of deal. Thankfully, I still have plenty of time to catch up because this game has absurd rubber banding for both you and the AI. So it goes both ways on this. See what I mean? They just waited for me. Anyway, my car's gonna blow up because I don't have any health because I took so much damage. So unless I start getting some repairs, I'm probably just gonna lose anyway. Seems to be probably a guarantee. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Restart. Save me some time going back to the menu. There's no way I'm salvaging that race. Especially with that wipeout, I was probably just going to take the rest of the damage just from that and then just die instantly. Because once you die instantly, you have to reload the game. So, they only give you the quick restart before the failure state occurs. Which is an interesting design choice, I suppose. I think I figured out what the oil does. The oil just makes your steering worse, as if it already wasn't terrible. It took me a while to figure that out, just because the steering is already so bad in this game that I just kind of assumed it was just normal. Oh, wow, I took a lot of damage. That's cool. We're going for a world record here. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, give me that so I take even more damage. Give me that turbo, that's what I need. Yep, that turbo, it's a good one. Considering that they might be referencing maybe the Matrix when the characters will say, dodge this when you hit an enemy with stuff. Makes me think about what if they made a Matrix Racer, like the Matrix Racer, and it was just basically it was basically the car chase scene that lasts like 10-15 minutes in Matrix Reloaded. And it was just like that highway scene, but that they made a video game out of that. I wonder how that would have gone. Would that have been an ultimate video game? It'd probably be a hell of a lot better than this. It's actually kind of funny because I remember when I watched the miniseries Ghost in the Shell. What was it called? It was one of the Ghost in the Shell miniseries. It wasn't like a super popular one. And it had like maybe 4 episodes, and they were kind of basically like movies, kind of. As miniseries tend to go. I'm not sure if it even had a special name. Maybe it was just like called Ghost in the Shell, and then just like, hey, it's a different thing. But it was like a younger Motoko. It had a younger Motoko, and that was kind of part of its gimmick, is you get to see her when she's younger, which you don't normally. And it had pretty high production values overall for what it was. But I remember that they had in like the 2nd episode or whatever, they had a they basically did their own version of the Matrix Reloaded highway scene, which I thought was kind of funny. Theirs was pretty good though. I don't know which was better, but they were both pretty cool. I didn't really much care for a lot of the Matrix stuff, but the Matrix Reloaded had its moments of entertainment. I was kind of wondering where they are. Oh, they're starting to rubber band back. Okay, I was just kind of curious how it worked. Like, visually. Or if there was a way for me to make it so they stopped doing it. By just looking back. Oh, wow. No, they just keep going, huh? I don't know why this warranted such a giant wipeout. What? I didn't do anything. I was turning normally, and then the game decided that I needed to flip over. All right.
Are you crying?
Okie doke. I guess I lost, maybe. Still a chance, but not much of one. Can't get an item. It's gonna be very close. No, this is a complete piece of shit. This is the worst racing game I've ever played. This game is terrible. It's barely functional on any level. No, this is bad. Oh, looks like I got lucky again. I'll take it. I like how you still turn into a ghost car when you win. That's funny. You go turn into a ghost car when you blow up. Turn into a ghost car when you win. Either way, you turn into a ghost car. Well, welcome in, Gaijin. All right, still another menu to back out. There we go. Save. Yeah, hidden landmine is a much better way of phrasing it. Ubisoft makes a lot of terrible games. Even back then, 2003, they were still making trash. It's just that sometimes they would make a good video game, as opposed to now where they mostly seem to stop doing that. It already seems like I finished the championship, so you just go to the professional championship. So we have finished it. We're done. So we did beat the game. At least by any measure that you can beat a game that lets you roll credits whenever you want. So that was it. Well, okay then. Well, at least I say I didn't pussy out of it. And I actually did it. Now, the game's finished as much as it can be finished. It says you need a professional car for this. That's interesting. Okay. So you go back to the garage. I'm just checking out to see what other stuff this game does. Like what it has. It says you need a professional car, so I don't have one of those. So this is probably like similar to the Hot Wheels game where you just have cross progression from other game modes, right? Maybe. And like bet races and you can get cars that way, maybe? I wonder. Because it seems like it doesn't let you... Huh. Interesting. It says it's unlocked, but you need a professional car, and it doesn't let me select anything or start it. So, like, how do you get a professional car? Do you just unlock them by doing these other modes and just seeing if you can win? Because it seems like you have control over these settings, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. This you don't, though. So maybe the bet race is what it is. Bet 1 and bet 2. You gain... Huh. Why is the laps unlimited on one of these and then the other one's like 6? It sounds like it would take absolutely forever, but it says last man standing and quick race. Okay. How does this work? What am I betting on? Like, to clarify, I've beaten the game, chat. I just have to roll the credits at this point. I'm just curious what other garbage this game has since it's this short. So I was definitely right about this being a one-stream game. I was not incorrect at all.
3, 2,
So I am playing?
1, go!
Okay, I am playing. I'm like fighting or racing against one other dude. Oh, I bet, like, if this is Last Man Standing, it's based off of car durability. Like, destroy the other one first, right? Is that what we're doing here? Or just whoever gets the first lap completed? Like, is that what's happening? Because it said unlimited laps, right? So, I can only assume that's what it meant, but... It seems a little counterproductive, though, to give me, like, boosters and stuff. Because if I'm supposed to just be destroying the other vehicle, then the laps don't matter or the race doesn't matter. It's just about hitting the dude over and over again. Until one of us blows up. That's a very poorly thought out game mode. If that's what's going on here.
Let's roll. Flying already? Just wait and see.
Are you having fun, chat? Or are you just in a coma at this point, just completely asleep? I don't blame you either way. This game is incredibly bland, but that's the GameCube challenge. Not every game's gonna be as prestigious and exciting as Kokoto Platform Jumper, okay? Which...
I'm having a ball.
Hey, Prince Anime. You're having a ball? That's good.
No pain, no gain. Got this. Here's a winner.
So I guess I won.
New car available.
New...
Championship available.
Wow, all the things available. I won the bet. Whatever the bet was, it was my prestige, I guess. So that number, okay. Yeah, the license plate you can make yourself. You can name it whatever you want. I didn't like having to do it arcade style without a keyboard layout, so I decided to just leave it as good. It used to be the good, but I changed it to good. So then there's a second bet. So we won one bet, and there's bet 2. So, like, bet 2's like the sequel. So, does it let me... It does, now I've unlocked a car. Okay, so now it lets me do this. So I got a professional car, apparently. Okay. To clarify, I have beaten this game, chat. Just in case you guys are coming in or out, I have already beaten it. I beat a championship. And there is no way to roll credits in this game otherwise. I'm just literally just fucking around and seeing what other stuff this game does before I stop playing this game. Okay, so professional. We have one car to start with here. This one. This is a professional car, apparently. All right. It's very professional. I wonder if the controls will be any better since this is a professional car. Like, this car is the real deal, guys. This is the real deal. This is a real car. It's pro. That means it's gonna control better, right? Right? It's gonna drive better. It's gonna have better steering, right? Surely that's the case.
Faster!
And maybe it will be faster. But the other cars would have to be faster too, right? So they'd compensate. They'd all be professional cars. But surely the steering on this is going to be better. It has to be.
3, 2,
Give me a good show and I'll give you some good dough.
It does steer better. It does steer better. This is an improvement. This is actually a better vehicle than the previous batch. So the game just became a little more playable. Sort of. But remember, it doesn't actually matter how well you play in this game because all that matters is the last few seconds of each race. And that's completely luck-based. Looks like a Winamp skin. The accelerometer. Yeah. Yeah, I can get that energy out of that. It doesn't whip the llama's ass, though, so what's the point, really? Yeah, no, like, unironically, this is a better vehicle. It's still shit, but it is an improvement, and I'll take it, I guess. Stuff like this still happens, though, very easily, so, again, how much does it actually matter? Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, people can tell the difference barely, much like the PlayStation Pro, which I'm sure is what the joke was, but yeah. The PlayStation 5 Pro, I can barely tell. I have a feeling that the word professional doesn't exactly mean what it's supposed to mean these days. I have a feeling that we might have let that definition go a bit. Maybe it's a little too loose now. Maybe it's lost all meaning, kind of like words like woke. Woke lost all meaning. I'm not buying the PS5 Pro. Gaijin, do you think I have money? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I assure you I don't. PS5 Pro is something absurd like 1,100 Canadian dollars or something. It might even be bumping up to 1,200 with like the tax and stuff. I know it was just a joke question, but seriously, like, you guys have no idea how good you have it in America when it comes to like the prices on stuff. And before you say, oh, the tariffs are coming, yeah, I'm going to be getting those too. So I'm going to be feeling the effects in my own ways as well. So I'm not going to just dodge those because I'm in a different country. So no, it still ends up being that everything's just more expensive in Canada. Oh, I just noticed something, chat. This is 5 laps. Oh, that's grindy as fuck. That's actually disgusting. Because I don't think that these tracks are actually any shorter. They're just the same, roughly the same length, or like, isn't this just the same track but at night, right? This is like the London track. So there's nothing different about this. It's just at night and it's just as long. So it's actually just grindy as hell and more race. So almost all of the 5 laps of this don't actually matter, which just makes this even longer. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Chris. I do enjoy that as well. It's really good, actually. This game probably costs like no money to make. I can imagine all the budget for making this game went into the licensing of the vehicles, and if you had to pay like the cities for any stuff. I don't think so, though. I think you only have to ever sometimes pay for cities in a video game, like real cities in a video game, if like you're using their landmarks or something. And I don't think I've noticed anything in any of these tracks that use like a recognizable landmark from their respective cities. And since this is they do have a New York track in this, but since this game came out in 2003, they're not going to have you know, the most recognizable landmark for New York, right? So alas, you would have to settle for the Chrysler Building at that point. How unfortunate. This game does have multiplayer, but I can't imagine that it would be any more fun in multiplayer than it is in single player. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because the outcomes would still be basically the same. The only difference would be you wouldn't get rubber banding. But you would still have the extremely poorly balanced item system. So you'd still be dealing with that nonsense. How did that not hit the guy? You guys saw that went right through him, right? Like, it clearly went on a tire, but the game, like, didn't count the hit. Well-made video game. I say that Agent Under Fire is more well-made than this and had more polish comparatively, and that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot about things right now. It's hard to get sponsors for this, you think? Huh. It didn't really seem to do anything when I used that. Why did I get turned around, chat? What happened there? Yeah, I did. I didn't look at Twitch's VOD dings. but I did on YouTube, but I fully expected that. That's like just impossible. Like, you're not gonna avoid that for a 007 game that uses the 007 music. Like, there wasn't really any way around it for that, unless I just played the game muted, which would have been the most boring thing possible. Because it uses like Bond moments, right, and has like the music just play there anyway, and in like some of the in-game stuff. So it wasn't like some games where it's like just only playing it at the main menu. Yeah, Star Wars will be fun. I wonder if I can even put the Star Wars games on YouTube without just the audio fully muted or something. I don't actually know what their allowances are with that stuff. The some of like the oh yeah, looks like I won. That took goddamn forever. That was so long, chat. 5 laps of that took for ages. Wow, that was crazy. You can watch the full replay. You know, we never did really look at the replay function. Let's watch. Let's see how awesome this looks. We have no control over the camera, but we can pause it, we can play, and we can fast forward and stuff. I can do net play if I get one of the like billion broadband adapter solutions that are available for the GameCube, like modded. Yeah, I can do the net play. It would still have to go to communicate to a server though, like, or to another console or something, like, so there's still that problem. But yeah, like, say if I wanted to play like Phantasy Star Online or whatever, I could just get one of those mods and connect to a server. Clone Wars 2003 is the only GameCube game that does not run properly on your GC loader in Swiss. That's interesting. Have you tried running it in clean boot? I'm gonna have to experiment with that, just to verify on my end. Because Agent Under Fire stopped working after the second mission until I clean booted it, and then it worked fine. Well, fine. Fine as much as that means. Anyway, yeah, this replay is real boring. What do I get out of this? Start. Okay. Go to the menu. Yeah. Well, net play, I'm not sure if I said hello, Uno Squid, but hello again anyway. The net play thing, dubious, is that it only works with the games that have net play as a functionality. Like, you can't just, like, you can't just have a game that has multiplayer and connect with people like it's Dolphin or something. Or Parsec. Like, you can't do that on real hardware. It has to be a game that explicitly supports the broadband adapter. So, say, like, Mario Kart Double Dash or Phantasy Star Online games. It needs to work that way. Otherwise, I can't just hack it to just do multiplayer with people over the internet on real hardware. It's impossible. The GameCube hardware wouldn't even be strong enough to be capable of that anyway. So it's like kind of one of those situations. Did I unlock any cars? No. Probably have to do that bet thing or whatever to unlock another one, at least at the moment. Burning Hill of Montreal. Whoa, whoa. Exciting Canadian landscape here. Yeah, sure, I'll check it out. Probably not going to play this game for much longer. I don't really want to end stream this early, though, so I'm going to have to pick another game here. Probably not the GameCube games, though. I kind of like to have those as separate streams. What happened last summer, Dubious?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that happens every summer. That's been like every summer for the past handful of years now because of climate change. So, no, that's just the norm these days. It wasn't as bad for me in my area this year. I just noticed something, chat. One of the trees on the track, like to the side of the track, was just floating. I think a few of them are like that. Some of them are just floating, and they're not actually attached to the ground. Took me a while to notice that, but obviously I try to keep my eyes on other stuff. But yeah, some of the trees just seem to float. I bet the crowds look really good. I think they're just 2D people. That's still normal for this generation. Even if it's a good game, a lot of like crowds are just 2D sprites or whatever. Or almost billboards, really. God, they all take 5 laps, huh? It's basically professional seems to be... Basically, the controls for the steering for the vehicles is better, which makes the game a bit easier to play. And then it's just extra long because it takes 2 extra laps to complete each race now. And I'm sure Expert is just the same idea where it's like better steering again. Maybe faster car, maybe. I think this is still the same speed though, so I don't think even that changed. The top speed is still the same. Yeah, it just seems like that's the whole formula of the game, other than the other modes, which are mostly self-explanatory at this point. So I've probably seen everything this game has to offer, including all of the tracks. So I'm pretty certain that we have seen everything that the prestigious City Racer developed by Ubisoft in 2003 on the Nintendo GameCube has to offer. I think we might have seen... What hit me? Did you guys see that? There was literally nothing there. I got hit by nothing. There was no racer there because that other racer passed me, like... This game's really bad. I literally got hit by a ghost. Like, there was nothing there. Because, again, if I had got hit, that racer would have passed me way sooner, and I would have seen them do it. Wild stuff. This game is so bad. It doesn't really function at all. All kinds of toggles going on here. Thanks for the follow. Follows are anonymous. So if you ever want yourself to be made known, you can always chat, but otherwise I will respect your anonymity, which is always a word I have a hard time saying for some reason. I don't know why. Anonymity. There we go. Why am I Man, I couldn't, like, stop spinning like that. Toggling the pants, too? We're getting real excited here. And Mew the Fox, welcome in. Yeah, no, this is the worst racing game I've ever played. I struggle to think of a game that would be worse than this, because it's really hard to top terrible steering, bad frame rates at various intervals. items that reverse your controls, items that you literally cannot avoid. Just getting hit by stuff that you can't see. A durability system for some reason, wherein, like, if you lose all your durability, you instantly lose the whole race. Like, just flat out, you get the lowest placement and you instantly lose. It's fascinating. It is fascinating how bad it is. And just, like, how you can randomly just spin out like I just did, or just get touched ever so lightly and you just completely get turned around. Like, the physics are completely broken in this. But for those who are new, which definitely a few of you are, welcome in. I'm Mossme. I play video games. Like sometimes we play good games, sometimes we play questionable games, sometimes we play absolutely rancid games. But I'm doing a console challenge where I'm beating every GameCube game that has ever been released. And we are currently on game number 33 out of 649. And it's been quite the interesting time so far. I started this challenge, I think, in either it was late January or sometime in February. And it's definitely been an interesting mix of games here. Good. Generally speaking, the game, the qualification for beating a game is sometimes tricky because you can't always beat games. This is not one that you can really beat. The closest I could think of was beating a championship, which I've already done. At this point, I'm just checking out more of the game because it was so short as it was. So now my controls are reversed, by the way, because of this item I hit on the track. Yeah, it's fun. It's real fun. And it lasts forever. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting choice, that's for damn sure. But if anyone's ever curious on, like, what games are on the GameCube, and, like, maybe you're curious about what games I've already done and stuff, !challenge in chat will get you a link to a Google Doc that'll tell you all that information. This is basically, I did this today because I haven't done a racing game, like a real, quote-unquote, real racing game, in the challenge at all up to this point. There were some that were sort of a halfway point of being a racing game, but not really. Or they were extremely short, so I didn't really worry about them. So I thought, you know, it's time. It's time to play a real racing game. Didn't have any other gimmicks, no other silliness, just pure, normal racing. Anyway, I wiped out at the last second, so because I hit some Caltrop or something, so I get last place almost at the very end. Anyway, and that's how this game goes. The only thing that matters in this game is the last, like, 5-10 seconds of your race, and if you get the correct dice roll or not. So that's how that goes. That's how this game is structured. But we already won. We already beat the beginner championship. That's a win state in my book. But otherwise, I could have rolled the credits at any time, and guess what's happening, chat? I'm rolling the credits on this game. Let's see all the wondrous people who have been involved in this game. They're all extremely French. What a shock from Ubisoft. French-Canadian, I would imagine, based off of this. I wonder if this game took, like, Was this game in
Like
development?
Billy
for,
the Kid, man. We're outlaws.
Was this game made in like 3 months? It sure feels like this game was made in 3 months. Wow. That's actually unusual. There were like maybe 8 people who worked on the testing. There have been a lot of GameCube games so far that were extremely buggy. They were like extremely buggy, but they had like fucking 30, 50 people testing and QA testing the game. This had like maybe 8 at most. Maybe this was made in like 3 months. Wild. Daniel Masson. I don't know how to say that. He made the music. He sure did. He sure did make that music. Beyond shared staff between Beyond Good and Evil and Charlie's Angels. That's awesome. That's actually pretty based. I was considering Charlie's Angels for today's stream, but I think the game's going to be too long. And I have plans for Thursday's stream. Plans that you guys should be excited for. So I didn't want to entrap myself in a long GameCube game at the start of the week. Because I have ideas. I have an idea for what I'm playing on Thursday. And for the Thursday GameCube stream, you guys are going to have to wait and see. All right, so I guess it just loops. Yeah, it just loops at this point. Yeah. All right. Well, that was City Racer on the Nintendo GameCube. There you have it. This is your game. This is what this was. Highest quality footage soon to be uploaded on YouTube for this game. All the footage of this looked like complete shit. Now this shitty looking game can finally look as good as it possibly can because of my absurd setup. So finally everybody can enjoy City Racer in 1440p at a higher bitrate with real hardware on the Nintendo GameCube. Yes, that's truly what it's all about. Anyway, that was this game.